Hi Whovians, Harry here, and every Doctor Who fan has a favourite Doctor, and every Doctor has fans that would say that their Doctor is their favourite. However, there is a consensus amongst Doctor Who fans that two Doctors stand atop favourite Doctor lists. And those Doctors are Tom Baker and David Tennant. So why do the youngest actors cast in the role of the Doctor follow these two most popular Doctors? And that is what this video is going to go over today. But before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe, also leave a like and comment down below, and let's get in to the video. So, as I said, the two most popular Doctors amongst fans that people agree on are Tom Baker and David Tennant. And this is a truth, no matter how some fans will not like this. Tom Baker is really popular. For the classic era, he is the definitive Doctor. He has appeared in a lot of expanded media and he is like kind of the figurehead of Doctor Who. Back in Doctor Who's 30th anniversary, they wanted Tom Baker to play the definitive Doctor. However, even though he had left the show at that point, they still wanted him to play it. And even when Doctor Who was reviving in 2005, they wanted Tom Baker to film a regeneration scene from him into Christopher Eccleston or whoever Russell T Davies decided to choose for his Doctor at that point in time, which would have muddied the waters a lot. But it just goes to show that they viewed Tom Baker as the best, most favouriteest Doctor. And then that continued when David Tennant got the role of the 10th Doctor. David Tennant, of course, has been brought back loads of times. He was brought back in the 50th anniversary, and he is now getting another role in Doctor Who as the 14th Doctor. He is coming back as a different Doctor to the one he played before. And also, he has had loads of expanded media. It's almost hard to fit in adventures now with David Tennant, which I suspect is a reason why they made him the 14th Doctor rather than the 10th Doctor. So one, he could fit into the Doctor Who timeline in the 60th anniversaries in a way that it doesn't keep sapping on the life of the 10th Doctor. And also, so they can make more expanded media with David Tennant, but this time it will be the 14th Doctor, so a lot more gaps for them to fill in expanded media with David Tennant, but I digress. Of course, the point of this video that I explained at the start is, why do the youngest actors follow the most popular Doctors when they're cast in the role of the Doctor? And if you're not knowing what I'm talking about, let's just look at the new 15th Doctor that we're getting cast, Ncuti Gatwa, who will be about 30, 31 when he takes on the role of the 15th Doctor. And he is following, of course, David Tennant's 14th Doctor. Again, David Tennant being one of the most popular Doctors. And I can see, just with the 14th Doctor having the face of David Tennant, he is going to be, again, the most popular Doctor. Because he is basically the 10th Doctor, and he is David Tennant. And of course, Ncuti Gatwa is one of the youngest Doctors. He is actually the third youngest Doctor. The second youngest Doctor is Peter Davison, who was 29 when he took on the role of the 5th Doctor. And of course, he followed the 4th Doctor, played by Tom Baker. However, he isn't the youngest. The youngest actually goes to Matt Smith, who was 28 when he was cast in the role of the Doctor. And he followed David Tennant, of course being one of the most popular Doctors. So why do the youngest actors follow the most popular Doctors? And I think I know why. The reason is that even though casual fans might leave after Tom Baker or David Tennant, for young actors it will get new audiences to watch these Doctors, because they can be young, charming, and just put a whole lot of energy into it, and it will bring a new audience of younger people into watching it, because they'll be like, whoa, it's such a young Doctor. I mean, I want to inspire to be the Doctor. I want to be the Doctor someday. That's what they'll be thinking. And with them casting young actors in the grand scheme of things, really, they can be like, the new audience can be like, there's someone to look up to, even maybe more so than the more popular Doctors. And this has been proven, as probably the biggest crossover in the classic era was called The Five Doctors, and that was starring Peter Davison as really the main Doctor. It even got like a kind of reboot called The Five-ish Doctors in the 50th anniversary year. That was, of course, centering around the 50th anniversary. So that was kind of one of the biggest moments that a lot of fans watched. Not only for the Five Doctors, but also the Five-ish Doctors. And it even continues in the modern era, with Matt Smith creating a whole new Doctor Who audience in America, and a lot of younger fans in America started to watch Doctor Who when his era was, of course, the one in Doctor Who. And also, this even continues with Ncuti Gatwa, who hasn't even been seen in a Doctor Who episode yet. However, lots of fans are really excited that he can bring in a new take on the Doctor, and are really excited to see what promotion we're getting next from Ncuti Gatwa, even though we haven't even seen his Doctor once on screen yet. And I just think, even though in fans' minds, and even not really fans, like more casual fans' minds, that David Tennant and Tom Baker are going to be the Doctors when someone says the Doctor, that's who they're going to envision. But I think the ones that will bring in a new audience and bring in the hype are definitely the young actors of Matt Smith, Peter Davison, and Ncuti Gatwa. And this holds true, because if you look at the time that the show has gone down in ratings, then let's just look at Peter Davison. Of course, Tom Baker was riding the high. His ratings were amazing, and they went down a tiny bit with Peter Davison. However, it didn't start to go downhill until the Sixth Doctor, Colin Baker, and Sylvester McCoy, the Seventh Doctor. Really, when it got to Colin Baker, the ratings went down. The show was put on hiatus, and when the Seventh Doctor returned, he couldn't save the show from cancellation. However, Peter Davison was still riding great ratings, and the same is true for Matt Smith. Although his ratings weren't hitting the highs of David Tennant, he still found a new audience in America, as well as keeping fans in the UK as well. And it looks the same for Ncuti Gatwa, with lots of people saying that they will tune in to watch his era of Doctor Who, after not watching Doctor Who after the Capaldi and Whittaker era. And I think this is great, because the new lifeblood of these new young Doctors brings in new fans, even though they are following the most popular Doctors. And I think the BBC realised this, and that is why they hired these young actors to follow their most popular Doctors. But that is just my thoughts. Let me know down in the comments below if you agree that the reason they hired young actors to follow the most popular Doctors is because these young actors are able to bring in a younger, new audience. Or do you think that is not the reason why? Let me know down in the comments below. And also, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, also subscribe, and share it out, and I will see you in the next one.